Well, hello, Transparent Church. This is Pastor James with the Word of the Day. Today, I'd like to spotlight Psalms 119, verse 50, which reads, New Living Translation, Your promise revives me. It comforts me in all my troubles. In that passage, the psalmist is hopeful. And I believe that the psalmist is hopeful because the psalmist knows that God is helpful. So, what God does when He provides promises that He's packed in our lives is that with God's promises, we gain a different perspective. We gain a different perspective from the promises of God because we know that God, when He makes a promise, it's because God has a plan. As we start this new week, I want to remind you that God has a plan for you because God has a promise for your life. Our job this week, this new day, is to seek the face of God to either recall the promise that He has for us so that we can begin to watch for the plan He has for us. I want to challenge you today to remain hopeful and not doubtful, particularly if you know God has made you a promise. And if you haven't figured out what the promise is, get in the Word of God because the Word of God is filled with passages that speak to promise for the people of God who believe Him and love Him and know that He has a purpose for them. That's you and I. So today, as we kick off a new week, let's begin to be revived, particularly when we recount the promises of God, because we know God has plans for our lives. And I just want to remind you today, hang on to your hope. Have a great day.